Hello subscribers, here is another review, and this time it's the Bandai movie monster series, Godzilla Earth and King Ghidorah, of course from the Godzilla anime trilogy. Godzilla Earth is from Godzilla City on the Edge of Battle, and Ghidorah right here is from Godzilla the Planet Eater. And I know lots of Godzilla fans do not like the anime trilogy, mostly due to the fact that it has unlikable characters, and it lacks some features that traditional Godzilla films had, such as monster battles. But I've been a Godzilla fan since I was 4 years old, and the monster battles were, something that I really like about the movies. Well, I'm pretty sure that lots of Godzilla fans like monster battles. But I really don't mind that the anime trilogy doesn't have much monster battles. I actually like how the creators went for something different. So, of course, let's start off this review by taking a look at Godzilla Earth first, since he was released first. First, let's take a look at the tag right here. As you can see, there's a nice artwork of Mechagodzilla's head from Godzilla City on the Edge of Battle. I wish Bandai were to make a 6-inch movie monster series anime Mechagodzilla, because I think the design of that Mechagodzilla was pretty cool. So you got the inside of the tag right here. So you got all the stuff right here. Then on the back, you got Godzilla Earth's dorsal plates, looking pretty cool. So yeah, that's the tag. Let's move on to the figure itself. Now this Godzilla Earth figure is looking really nice. This figure shows that Bandai is still capable of making good figures, because as you all know, some of their recent figures, like their Monsterverse Rodan and Mothra, yeah, they weren't really the best movie monster series figures, especially when compared to some of their older figures. Now let's talk about Godzilla Earth. As you can see, just by looking at him, you can see all the details right here, from the head all the way down to the tail. See, you got the tree bark details, because of course this Godzilla is plant-based. Of course, since he's plant-based, he's got, leaf-shaped dorsal plates right here, which are nicely painted blue. I like how they start from a dull translucent blue, and they go up to a shiny blue on the top. Of course, this is the heat ray Godzilla Earth. Of course, he's about to fire his atomic breath. I think this figure is supposed to represent when he's firing his atomic breath at Mechagodzilla City. See, also there's some glossy silver on his thighs right here, his neck, and on his chest. You see the nice details on his chest right here. You can tell this is one of the most jacked Godzillas. See, he's been hitting the gym a lot. So yeah, the way this Godzilla is built, he's really making the Heisei Monsterverse Godzilla look pathetic. You got the feet right there. As you can see, not as elephant-like as the Monsterverse Godzilla. See, the tail is pretty nicely detailed right here. Got on the bottom. See right here. And on the top. Oh yeah, another thing I really like about this figure is that the blue, it continues most of down the tail, because the recent King of Monsters Godzilla, I think it only stops halfway down the tail. Like this one, it doesn't go all the way down, but it's more than half, which is good enough. So for articulation, there's 5. Got both of his arms right here, both of his legs, and his tail. Surprised they gave him an articulated tail, because some of their recent movie monster series figures, the tail doesn't articulate at all. See, that's about it for the articulation. See, now let's compare it to some other figures. So first, here we have the similar looking Monsterverse Godzilla, or King of the Monsters Godzilla to be more specific. As you can see, both are nicely detailed, very movie accurate. Also, let's compare their blue dorsal plates. See, they're both really nicely painted, but like I already mentioned, I really like how the blue continues, more down the tail rather than this one here, only continues halfway. So next, let's compare Godzilla Earth with another plant-based monster. We have Heisei Biollante, also movie monster series. As you can see, both very nicely detailed, very movie accurate, and you can see all the plant features on here, such as the leaf-shaped dorsal plates right here, and then the bush structures on Biollante's back. And last, let's compare it to the 3.5-inch Godzilla Phileas. As you can see, the main difference between Godzilla and Phileas is not only the dramatic size differences, but also the heads. See, Phileas doesn't have the spiked chin that Godzilla Earth has. Kind of looks like he's has a beard. So yeah, that was Godzilla Earth, which I have to say already is easily better of the two figures that is being reviewed in this video. So yeah, this figure, it looks like I could tell it's probably going to get a 10 out of 10. Or maybe at least a 9. Now, next up, we have the rather negatively received King Ghidorah figure. First, let's take a look at the tag. As you can see, it's a nice artwork from Godzilla the Planet Eater. You see Ghidorah's 3 heads right there. And then the middle, inside, got all the other stuff right here. Then on the back, you got part of Ghidorah's neck right there. So yeah, that's the tag. It's a pretty cool looking tag. Definitely keeping them. To the figure itself, some people are saying that this is among the worst of the Bandai figures, and I can see why. But to me, I don't think Bandai completely failed at making a decent representation of the anime King Ghidorah. Because I actually think, like, there are plenty of good things about it. Some people don't like, the super glossy, translucent, yellow soft vinyl right here. But I think, like, it's supposed to represent that this Ghidorah is basically energy-based rather than, physical matter. So I think it's good. But one of my main issues with the paint this year is that, there's some, nice glossy gold or silver right here on the wings and on the neck right here. And, yeah, there's none on, like, the back, the torso, or the tails. So if you're shining this thing in the light, you'll see all the paint here, here, and here, but you'll see none right here. Which is, pretty odd. But see, probably the best part of this figure is the heads right here. See, they're very movie accurate to how they appeared in. Long, almost Spinosaurus shaped heads right here, with 7 eyes on each side right here. So it makes them look pretty fearsome. You see, he's even got the underbite right here. See, the necks are a bit beefier than what they are in the movie, but that's probably to make them more durable for kids to play with this thing. See, you even got the spiky necks right here, which don't look too bad. You see down, you got all the scoots right here, spiky bodies. So, camera won't focus. There, you can see all the spikes right here, and going down the tail. I don't know why there's like this third tiny tail right here. I always thought Ghidorah had 2 tails. And as you can see, this Ghidorah actually has legs right here, with little feet right there. I don't know why they made them connected to the body. Maybe because the legs were a bit too small and thin. Maybe they'll break off. I don't know. Maybe, like I said, if they added this paint right here to the rest of the figure, maybe the legs and the feet would have stood out more. And see, also because of this translucent vinyl right here, you can make out the seam lines right here more easily. See, there's one on the waist right here, and of course the one on the wings and the heads right here. See the tails right here. So yeah, articulation, there's only 3, which are the 3 necks. See, they all move 360. So yeah, that's basically about it for this figure. And I really, like I already said, I really think this figure doesn't really deserve all the hate that it's been getting. Like, of course, some people is referred to as, like, a banana. I can see why people will call it that, because especially from some angles like this, it basically looks like 3 bananas. You could take it off and you peel it and you eat it. So yeah, that's basically it for the anime King Ghidorah. Not the best figure that Bandai has made for the movie monster series, but to me, not really the worst. So let's do some comparisons right now. I don't really have any other King Ghidorah figures besides the Jakks Pacific Monsterverse King Ghidorah. As you can see right here, these 2 right here are my 2 favorite King Ghidorah designs. This one being my favorite, and this one being second favorite. So here he is next to Godzilla Earth, as you guys already saw. Is he not really in scale? See, I'm pretty sure the heads alone compared to Godzilla Earth were still pretty massive. And of course, the creators and the Godzilla Wiki says this beast is 20 kilometers long. But judging by the shape of Ghidorah's heads and neck compared to Godzilla Earth in the movie, I think the 20 kilometer length only came from, like, when he extended his neck from the portals in the sky. Because, if just, Ghidorah with his regular neck length and just the rest of his body was 20 kilometers, I'm pretty sure Godzilla Earth would have stood absolutely no chance against this interdimensional beast right here. Well, there you have it, guys. This is my review on the Bandai Movie Monster series, Godzilla Earth and King Ghidorah. And for Godzilla Earth, yes, I highly recommend you guys picking up this figure. It's a very nicely detailed, painted, and movie-accurate figure. A nice representation of Godzilla Earth. For Godzilla Earth, I have to give him a 10 out of 10. Easily one of my new favorite Bandai Movie Monster series figures. For King Ghidorah, I'd say, yeah, pick him up, as it's the only figure of the anime King Ghidorah so far. But if you don't want him, then I'd sure, yeah, skip out on him. if you want, because it's really not, the best of Bandai's Movie Monster series figures. Because, I do have, my gripes with this figure, is that, I really wish that basically the whole figure, the rest of the body, the back, the torso, and the tails, were covered in, like, the same gold silverish that's on the wings and the head. Also, I wish the wings, they weren't, like, just straight looking down, because, I'm pretty sure, I think that, that's what makes it look like, a banana. If they were, like, say maybe, like, arched up a bit, with their heads in, like, say, like, two of the heads are closed and this head's open, then, yeah, probably would have looked a lot better. But, it's the only anime King Ghidorah figure around, so I'm not going to complain. So, yeah, this figure, I'm probably going to give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, it's decent, not the best, but to me, definitely not the worst of Bandai's Movie Monster series figures. So, yeah. If you guys like this review, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.